What's up, you guys? Eddie at Fliptroniks. We're going to be checking out the top 10 best new paid iPhone games to come out so far this year. So I've got a great list for everybody. You will have to cough up some money for these, but I'll have links down there if you want to check any of them out. So the first one we're going to get into here is going to be called Jackquest. This is a action platformer. Really cool game. The main character has this huge sword that he can just swing to kill enemies. And, you know, if you're into platform games, definitely recommend this one. So the backstory to it is basically, you know, like the princess has gotten captured, as you're about to see here, you know, this is how the game starts. So we're gonna pick up our sword, go into this dungeon, and we're gonna kill a couple enemies here. Now the main character, he can wall jump, wall scale, whatever you want to call it. He's got different upgrades that you can get for him as the game goes, but let's go get that sword. So here it is right here. Oh yeah, give me that sword. All right, blah, blah, blah. Check this thing out. Oh, man, it's massive, isn't it? Oh, yeah. All right, let's go kill a couple enemies with this thing. All right, let's kill this green blob right here. All right, soundtrack on this game is good, too. It's very fluid when you're moving. Controls are solid, and just a really fun game if you're into platformer. So this is going to be my first game of choice. Now, the next game we're going to be checking out here is Daggerhood. This is actually another platform-based game that is really fun. It's definitely become one of my favorite games as of right now. It's level based, good soundtrack, you know, you can teleport with your dagger, really cool stuff. So we'll kick things off here with some of level 4 and maybe get into some of level 5 here, but you can kind of see right there, I'm throwing my dagger, killing dudes. Wow, I guess that just happened. What? Wow, I did it twice. All right, let's make amends here. All right. Oh my God, I did it 3 times. All right, we're gonna get it on this one. All right, anyways though, Daggerhood, guys, this game is really fun. Take my word for it. If you're into platformers, wow, we finally did it right there. Lots of levels you can play in this one, very addictive. All right, so RBI Baseball 2019. Definitely the best baseball game to come out so far this year. Now these games have been hit or miss over the last few years, I'm not gonna lie, but this one is a winner. I mean, it's really fun. It's good on both offense and defense. You can start a season and you can see visually, graphically, this game is very high graphics. So I mean, I definitely recommend checking this game out. I started a season myself. It's a little bit more expensive. I think this game sells for like around $6 or $7 right now, so it is not cheap by any means, but it's still really fun. And if you are into baseball games, then you would definitely like this one. Okay, let's get on to the next game here, which is going to be Spirit Roots. Now this is another platform-based game. You know, we got a lot of cool platformers on the list here. This one, very high graphic, really solid. It's almost got like a kiddish theme to it, but it's still cool. So, you know, I definitely thought it was one of the better games to come out in this genre this year. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy some of the gameplay, and we'll get maybe level 1 and 2 done on this one. Alright, so here it is. Alright, so the main character here, he's got a nice little sword attack. He can actually shoot too, so he's got like a gun attack as well. Got some double jumping going on here. That was a nice jump. Huh, I think I remember how to get the haystack. All right, anyways, you guys, I'm gonna wrap things up on this one, but you know, Spirit Roots, this is a really fun game, highly recommended, especially if you're into platformers. And I mean, you can see visually this game looks really good too. Let's kill this dude. Oh yeah, sorry sir. Okay, the next game we're gonna be checking out here is Alien Blackout. Now this game, you know, if you're into the Alien franchise, dude, this game is cool. So It's very high graphic. It's not the type of game you'd be thinking it is. It's like a strategy-based game where you're trying to guide your crew through the ship without getting killed by aliens. You know, there were a lot of mixed reviews on this game when it first came out, but I think that it is really cool. And especially if you're into the Alien series, you know, I highly recommend checking it out. All right, let's see what this survive mode is. I've never checked this one out before. Let's check this out. You got some cool visuals in this game too.
This is Amanda Ripley. I need urgent extraction from the mental research station. If you pick up the signal, proceed with extreme caution. There's an alien organism loose on the station. It is deadly. Repeat, deadly.
Okay, we got it, Ripley. Alright, so the only downside to this game is that it's a little bit slow at first, but you know, once the game gets going, it is just really cool. So here is basically how the game starts. You know, they're going to show the ship. You're about to see the crew in just a second here, and then you're going to start navigating them around without getting eaten or killed by aliens. The game's actually pretty freaky too. There are moments in this game where, you know, it might freak you out a little bit. I'm not going to lie, it did for me the first time around that I played this one. And yeah, so let's check out the crew right here.
Which camera is it? Come on.
Alright, so there is our crew. And this is basically how the game plays. You're going to be navigating them, making sure they don't get eaten by aliens, and all that good stuff. So anyways, check it out if you're into the Alien franchise. Alright, so the next one we've got here is Rush Rally 3. I would say this is definitely one of the best racing games to come out so far this year. It's high graphic. You know, you can actually kind of start a career in this. You can do single rallies. You can unlock different cars. It's a beautiful looking game too. I mean, these levels are pretty detailed. Graphics are really good on this one, and you know, I've actually done a lot of gameplay on the channel with it because it is a sweet game.
3, 2, 1, go.
You do have different camera angles you can use for the car too, but I've always preferred the one where you can actually just look at the car. Let's get a nice crash in. Oh man, we're just, oh, they didn't let us crash, come on. Alright, so Rush Rally 3, guys, if you're into racing games, especially like this one, highly recommend it, but we're going to keep this list going here. Alright, so Dingdong Excel, really cool high score based game. Fun, addictive, it's simple. So basically what you're trying to do in this one is go back and forth without the ball getting too big. You know, when I've played this game in the past, I think I've gotten my score up to like 100 on here before, so it's pretty cool. Music's good on this one. This is a really good game for killing time, so if you got some free time on your hands, you know, this game would definitely be good for you. Alright, so like I said, you're going back and forth. You got to make sure the ball doesn't get too big. If you let it sit too long, it'll get too big and explode, so you got to keep going back and forth like this. But if you hit something, the game starts over. Dingdong Excel, really cool game for killing time. Check that one out. Alright, Jumpgrid's kind of like the same thing. This one is, you know, another kind of like high score based game. It's like a puzzler, I would put it as. But it's fun, and you know, you got to be into these type of games in order to enjoy it, but it is pretty cool. So each time you clear an area out, you go into this little teleportation unit. It takes you to the next level. Soundtrack's good on here. Solid game for sure. And you know, if you're into these type of kind of like puzzle-based games where you got to be quick, you know, absolutely recommend this one, especially if you like a challenge. All right, so the next game we've got here is going to be Death Hall. Now this one just came out. Really cool game though. And you know, it's level based, high score based, whatever you want to call it, and it's got like a monster theme to it. It's pretty cool though. I mean, I've definitely enjoyed it. I think it sells for a couple of bucks. You start things off in the lair. I'm getting pretty good at this game. Had to play it through a couple times. You get a few lives each time you go through, and you got to be pretty quick in it. Terrible start. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna get into that last game here, which is gonna be Galaxy Stack. This is another fun game for killing some time, another game from Crescent Moon. Basically what you're doing in this one is, you know, stacking things on top of each other, and then of course you can unlock some new ships in this game as you're playing through. It's fun, so you know, definitely another cool game to be checking out here. Stack them up. There's also boss battles in this game as well. Stack them up. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, these are going to be some of the best paid games in my opinion that have come out so far this year for your iPhone. You know, I'll have links down there for each one of these if you want to check them out. Please hit that like and share. Thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all later.